Hello, ladies and gents. Tom here once again from the West Ham Faithful, and today I've got a new show for you. It is called the West Ham World Cup Watch. It's exactly what it says on the tin. I'll be watching how every West Ham player performs for their native teams. Now, like Gio's got his pink book, I've got my green book. Have some of that, mate. Anyway, if you like what you've seen from me so far, please hit the like button, subscribe, share it about. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I try to get back to everyone who comments on my videos unless it's nonsense. But anyway, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I like to hear other people's opinions because we're not all cut from the same cloth and we don't all think the same. So anyway, more on this one. This is more like a review on every West Ham player that is playing in the World Cup or played in the last round, shall I say. And first on the list is Declan Rice. Now, what else would you expect from our talisman? He coped very well being by himself. As the holding midfielder, he gave Jude Bellingham so much time and freedom to do whatever he wanted. He mopped up a number of problems in front of the England defence, and England ended up running out 6-2 winners, which it's an impressive start. You got a +4 goal difference straight off the bat. With the other two nations that were coming across, not taking anyone for granted. Obviously, you've seen Argentina lose to Saudi Arabia. You've seen Germany lose to Japan yesterday, which I will go on to when I go on my little, the small bits I say about Tilo Kehrer, because there's not much to say as he didn't play. Anyway, I watched the game. It was, I don't know, the whole thing in the first half with their goalkeeper and that was really quite annoying. I missed like the first 5 minutes, and then when I turned it over, the goalkeeper was on the floor, and then by the time the goalkeeper was stretched off, it was like the 21st minute. Yeah, it was quite irritating. I think when someone busts their nose like that, I think there should be like, no, he's got to come off. He was pissing out with blood, he was. Fucking, it was naughty little collision, that. But yeah, anyway, as for what it stands for, I hope the geezer's alright. But going on to England, we scored our first goal, I believe, through Saka, and the geezer, Saka was something else in that game. I feel he's trying to make up for what happened in the Euros. He received a lot of abuse, and I think he's just showing everyone that he's just coming back stronger, in my opinion. And while we're on the subject of other players that were playing for England that played very well, Jude Bellingham was something else. Something else. England can be onto something having Declan Rice as a holding midfielder and letting Bellingham just do what the fuck he wants. He's such a world-class player. So, and for what it stands for, I hope he goes to City rather than Liverpool. I just hate them bin dipping bastards. Anyway, moving on to the next West Ham player that was in a team that was playing in the World Cup was Areola. He was an unused substitute, but France did treat us to some warm-up pictures on their social media, with some fans thinking maybe he was like gonna get a start. No, it wasn't to be. It was an unused sub as France ran out 4-1, and Mbappe and Giroud basically stealing the show. Was a wicked game to watch. Australia went 1-0 up early on in the game, and everything went as obviously Argentina had already lost to Saudi Arabia that day, I believe. But yeah, let's move on to Aguerd and Nikola Vlasic, because he is still technically a West Ham player. So I thought my shirt was going to fall. He's still technically a West Ham player, so I kept an eye on him as well. Right, first of all, Morocco and Croatia ran out 0-0. It was, I don't know, there was a few chances in the game. One I will talk about for Vlasic after I've spoken about Aguerd. But Aguerd, firstly, he had a good game. He was solid. He looked sharp. He looked athletic. Croatia seemed to be trying to work more down the wings, and it didn't quite work. Everything that was going into the box was being nutted away. Morocco seemed very, very hard to break down. But yeah, a solid performance from Aguerd. He gets the clean sheet, which is obviously a plus for the Moroccan player. But now moving on to Nikola Vlasic, who I believe sustained an injury during the game. I'm not 100% sure, but I have heard whispers or posts but yeah, that he sustained an injury. But I kept a close eye on him in the first half, and he looked lively. He looked sharp, he looked fit, he looked strong as well. He was running off the back of defenders. He was making darting runs left, right, and centre. He actually found himself in a really good position before the end of the first half, where the ball got knocked in, and he forced a really good save from the Moroccan goalkeeper, who might add was very good. I think he plays for Seville in Spain, but he's a very, very, very good goalkeeper. I rated him highly. And the other, I think it was the Moroccan right back, Hakimi. Yeah, he looked very good as well. But moving on to Thilo Kehrer, didn't play. I think Germany had changed their formation. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Thilo Kehrer was playing as a right centre back in a back five, or he was playing right back in a back five. I'm not sure. But yesterday Germany were playing with a back four. What can you say when Germany lose? And they lost to Japan, so it brings a big smile to my face. And then, anyway, yeah, moving on. The last person who I wanted to talk about, but it's just not feasible. I got work early in the morning, and Brazil play at 7 o'clock tonight. I wanted to keep an eye on Lucas Paqueta. I will watch the game. I just ain't got the time to watch the game, sort my kids out for bed, dinner, fucking have a bath, get ready, and get in bed early enough to be up at 6 o'clock tomorrow. So I will bring in you my review of Paqueta during the Brazil versus Serbia game with the next West Ham World Cup watch. But yeah, till then, which will probably be in another at the end of every round. So hopefully Brazil play early enough on the last day for me to watch the game and do my review early enough for it to not deal with my work life. But yeah, so I'll bring that to you. I will also be bringing you another every other daily show, probably on Saturday. Saturday is most likely. Yeah, if you like what you've seen from me and you like the show, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please hit the subscribe button, share it about to whoever, your nan. Yeah, and once again, hit that subscribe button. Helps me massively with self-confidence anyway. But anyway, till next time, come on you Irons.